Hi, welcome to the Pink Moon Tarot. I'm Nikki, the Pink Moon Tarotist, and I'm here to give a general reading for the month of December for the Sun, Moon, Rising and Venus sign of Taurus. Now, as I say, these are general readings, so not everything will resonate with you, so please do feel free to pick up anything that does and leave the rest behind. But if you know your Moon, your Rising or your Venus, then you can always check out those signs. They'll all be linked in the description box below. Speaking of being linked in the description box below, so are all the ways that you can contact me if you want to keep in touch with me on Facebook, Twitter, whatever, then I can't even think now, TikTok, Instagram, then all of those links are in the description box below as well. But until then, if you would like to like, share and subscribe to my channel, that would be very much appreciated. Your support is truly, truly appreciated, and I really do thank every single one of you from the bottom of my heart that has taken the time to just hit that little subscribe button. It doesn't cost you anything, but it means the world to me. And it really does help me to grow as a channel, which means that my messages can get seen by more people, especially those that may need to see it, that may not know that I exist right now. So without further ado, let's get into your December reading and see what's in store for you. Now today I am using the Good Tarot by Colette Baron-Reid. This is a tarot deck that you only read in the upright. So it's got that little bit more positive kick, if you like. This is what the back of the cards looks like. It's a beautiful deck, absolutely adore it. And I realized that I was sticking to my good old Lightseers deck rather a lot. So I thought I'd shake things up and give a bit of a good reading for the end of the year for you. So let's take a little look and see. Okay, Taurus. Ooh, nice. We're flying already, Taurus. If those of you that are new to my channel and don't know the way that I do these, you should know that I am a person that takes jumpers and flippers from the pack. So I don't choose the cards, they choose themselves. Interesting. And it's done like that just so that it has more of an opportunity of getting things more from the cosmos, if you like. So Taurus. Nice, nice. Okay. Wow, this is interesting, Taurus. You're like, yeah, we can't see the cards, Nikki. What's interesting? Sorry about that. You will in a minute. Ooh. I used to point the camera straight down at the table when I did this, but I realized I was fiddling around with the camera a lot when I was doing that. And also I used to use a far prettier table than this, but this one is easier for me to sit with. So that's why my pretty tarot table is now my altar. Nice. Ooh. Excuse me while I try and pick this up. There we go. Okay. Interesting. Interesting indeed. What's the overall energy for my lovely Taurus, please? That's far too many cards. Could you play ball, please? They're just trying to push my buttons this morning. Okay, overall energy for Taurus, please, for the month of December 2021. My guides, you should know, have a sense of humor, and sometimes they like to be annoying. Okay. Okay, good. Right, so your overall energy is the 10 of fire. Now, I adore this. I know that it's the 10 of wands in most tarot decks. In this tarot deck, Colette Baron-Reid, that is, and not the cat's mother, as my grandmother would say when I'd say the word she. Colette Baron-Reid uses the elements rather than the wands, the cups, and what have you. So for her, the 10 of fire is the 10 of wands because wands are the fire element. Now, I love this for your overall energy, I've got to say. And you may be thinking, but Nikki, the 10 of Wands, I remember that from previous readings. That's the burden card. But here's the thing, and I love this. It is the energy of letting those burdens go. Look at her. She's stood there and she's got all these pieces of paper and she's set fire to them. She's releasing what she doesn't need. So I love this energy for you, Taurus. It is the energy of letting go of the things that don't need to be pulling your focus right now. Those things that are bogging you down, getting you down, those stresses, those strains, those things that have just been getting on your nerves. You know, the energy of this month is set those babies on fire, and not literally set babies on fire. Please don't take me literally there. But it is, you know, like burn, baby, burn. Let it go. Let it go. And no, I won't break into song. Don't worry. But yeah, look at this. Look at her releasing it all. And I don't know about you, but some of you will do full moon ceremonies and new moon ceremonies. I do. And my full moon ceremony, as everyone's full moon ceremony should be, or is meant to be, I should say. I shouldn't say should, because you should never tell somebody else what they should and shouldn't do. But a full moon ceremony, the idea behind that is to release, to let go of things. And my full moon ceremony consists of me writing out all the things that are still weighing on my mind, weighing on my consciousness, and I write like a forgiveness list or just that crud that I want to get rid of. And then I burn it and I release those ashes into the wind. And you have that energy for this whole month. You have that energy of just let that go. Just don't need that anymore. Let it go. And I love that. Sorry, I will get into the rest of the reading now, but I wanted to explain why that made me so excited that you had that as your overall energy. So we start off the reading. You're like, Nikki, yeah, we get it. Come on. They start off the reading with the Queen of Water. Now, I love this card. I mean, apart from the fact that I'm very affiliated with the Queen of Water, you know, she is in my sign. I'm a water sign, so I'm like, oh, yeah. And she is the queen that goes with the flow. She's very intuitive. So this is like, trust your instincts here, Taurus. We all have that internal voice. We all have a higher self. And it's about learning to connect with that and letting go so that you can go with the flow. You know, bring the love to the situation. If something is bothering you, if something is bogging you down and holding you down, then look at it through the eyes of love, let it go, and watch it just float away. You know, it's like, oh, it's such a beautiful, easy energy here. And it's a really nice way to start off, you know, it's a nice way to just kind of trust yourself, trust your instincts, and just let things go with love. You know, it's like, there's a great thing in the witch community of if you attach negative energy to somebody else, you know, if you sort of like think bad thoughts about somebody else, and you like, maybe some witches may do curses and things, and we have the rule of three a lot of witches have the rule of three, not all of them, but a lot of witches have the rule of three, which is where you curse somebody, but then it comes back to you threefold. You see, it's like pointing a finger at somebody. You point the finger at someone, but 3 fingers point back at you. See, rule of 3. So it's like that with the letting go. If you can let go of things with love, oh, excuse me, my throat's just closing over. Usually means I'm onto something when my throat starts to get constricted. If you can let things go with love in your heart and forgiveness, and just be kind of rise above, that's what's coming through, rise above things, and just let that go and allow yourself to love yourself and to go with that flow and to just, like I say, just trust yourself. Okay, that's very in-depth for the first two cards, isn't it? I do apologize. I will get on with the rest of them. Okay, so then I got very excited because they were very connected, and I'm sorry about that. But, well, I'm not sorry because, you know, you need to know this stuff. So then we have the Five of Air, and the Five of Air is that it's the niggle, you know, it's that conflict, it's that it's that trying to best somebody else or best yourself even, you know, it's that sort of reminder to rise above. Again, it's the reminder to rise above. You can see here, she's rising above the clouds. She's up there with the doves. And I love this pictorial representation of it, because that's basically what it means. You know, just try to rise above the petty, the conflict, and all of that stuff. And then we have the Eight of Air, which, you know, in the traditional Rider-Waite and even in my light seers that I use a lot, you will see that the 8 is somebody who's bound, who's feeling stuck. And I'm going to sneeze. No, I'm not going to sneeze. Okay, so the 8 of Air, 8 of Swords, is that feeling that everything's just a bit difficult, you know, and you're not quite sure how to move on, how to release, how to let go. But you know that you want to let go of these burdens. You want to release those things. You want to allow that to allow you to grow. Okay. And when we're stuck, when we're a bit stuck, you know, you can see here, she's kind of looking down through the clouds, and it's like, how do I get down there? Is what I get from this. You know, she's kind of poking through the clouds going, well, how do I get down there? How do I go to where I want to go? And the only person that is binding you is you. And it comes back to that Queen of Water, as I was saying, you know, trust your instincts, trust your intuition here, and just go with the flow, follow the love, let things go, just allow that love to wash over you, allow the universe's love to wash over you, because the universe sees you as God's perfect child. For want of a better word, you can replace God with source or whatever you believe. You know, but to the universe, you are perfect just as you are. So see yourself that way and just allow that stuff to go. It's lovely. I'm kind of feeling like, oh, I'm all floaty. Because we then have the 10 of Air underneath that Queen of Water, and after the 8 of Air. So you've gone through a progression of air here, which is a bit, it's good. Don't get me wrong, it's good. But sword energy, air energy is never the easiest of energies. I've got to put that out there, because the sword energy, the sword suits or the air suits contain the most of the so-called negative energy. They are the energy of communication, knowledge, wisdom, and the power that comes from that. But they're also the energy, because they have that communication and that knowledge and that wisdom, of fake communication, fake knowledge, fake news, you know, and can carry sometimes things we don't want to hear that can be very painful, or things we don't want to experience that can be very painful. And so the fact that you're progressing from the 5 to the 8 and then to the 10, and if you've watched me before, you will know I'm going to say exactly the same as I always say, a 10 is a completion. It's coming to the end of something. And the 10 of Swords, or the 10 of Air in this one, you know, in the traditional Rider-Waite, you've got the soldier lying down on the floor, face down, with 10 swords in his back. It looks pretty gruesome, doesn't it? And it can be that I've been stabbed in the back feeling, and you feeling like, ugh, you know, and really feeling that sense of loss and that sense of anger because someone has wronged you, someone has done something that has really upset you and caused you pain and caused you anguish. But look, again, releasing. She's releasing. So this energy that you have been feeling, this energy of if someone has wronged you, if someone has done something to upset you, to hurt you, to drag you down, just know that that's about to get released. You've got the 2 let it go tens here. And I love that. You know, yeah, they might be really scary ones to get because they are the most intense. They are the more negative side of the tens. You know, the other 2 are lovely. They're love and abundance and joy and and happiness and everything coming together and being beautiful and rainbows and all the rest of it. And then you're like, well, Nikki, you've given me the 2 really difficult ones here. Why would I be excited by that? And I'm saying because it means whatever has been going on, it can end, and you can let that go. And you can let that go and go into 2022 with a free heart, with a free mind, with that burden off your back. You know, get that monkey off your back. It's like a really great way to end the year because you're leaving all that stuff in 2021, you know? So you can go into the new year going, well, hey, I'm free of burdens. I'm going to follow my joy. I'm going to follow the love. I'm going to follow the inspiration, and all of that can stay behind. And the reason I'm really excited by this, and the reason I know that this is what's happening, is because right in the center of your reading, you have the star. And this, you know, if you've watched me before, you will know my center card is the card that feeds all the others. It's the one that has the fingers on all the other cards in some way. And the star is the card of healing. This is soul healing. This is deep healing energy you get from the star. But it's not just healing. As you know, what do we use stars for? To wish upon a star. It is the card of making your manifestations come into being. So it is that, you know, you're coming towards the end of the year. You may have had a bit of a crappy time, excuse my language, but you may have had a bit of a rubbish time towards the end of the year. But it's like now all that is getting washed away and getting healed, and you know, what all those desires that you've had, all those things that you want are being put in place by the cosmos. So make sure you end this year on a high. Make sure that you are letting the universe know exactly what you want, because the universe is about to deliver, you know? And yes, it may take a little bit of work. But, you know, we have the messenger of earth here, or the page of pentacles as it would. Actually, I think it's the knight of pentacles in this deck, the messenger. So it is that keep on going, you know, it's the movement of the knight, but it is the message of get grounded, work on you, work on your skills, on what you can do for you, and just keep yourself very grounded as you go through any little turbulence, knowing that it's coming to an end, knowing that you are going to go into 2022 with a bang, and in a good way, not in a bad way, but in a good way, in a way of saying, yeah, I'm getting this, I'm doing this. So that messenger of earth is there to say, yeah, keep yourself grounded. Keep working, keep doing you. Focus on you and what you can do. And just let all that other stuff, that background noise, just let that drift and go away. Because then, you know, we've got the King of Fire. I love this. And look how beautiful this card is as well. Can I just say, these cards are so stunning. But the King of Fire, he's that dynamic, robust, strong and wise king. I mean, I love the fact that Colette Baron-Reid uses very different images to the other decks. You know, her king, he's very sort of old. The other decks, the King of Fire or the King of Wands is quite a young king, because he's that strength, he's that fire, that passion, that leader. You know, that person that when he walks into a room, everyone wants to talk to him, everyone wants to be around him. So, and I'm saying him because it's the king, but you know by now, if you've watched me before, that when I say he or she, I'm referring to either the picture on the card or the masculine or feminine energy, but we all have both within us. So my beautiful Taurians, just know that this, see again, he's got the heart here. It's encouraging you, light your heart, reignite that fire within, because it's all in there and you deserve it. You deserve to feel that passion for what you do. You deserve to move forward creatively and really grab 2022 by the horns. And yes, I did say that for a Taurian on purpose. But, you know, it's the king. This isn't, you know, this isn't the page. This isn't a 5. This isn't a minor card. This is the king. So this is showing me that you are ready once all this is released to grab your life and really, really reignite that passion and reignite that fire and go into 2022 being the leader, the strong, the dynamic individual that you know you are. It's beautiful, beautiful energy. And next to him, we have the High Priestess. Isn't this stunning? Love the High Priestess card. The High Priestess, she is the all-knowing, the all-seeing, you know? So anything that you have been unsure about, anything that you're not understanding, anything that you're still feeling a bit murky about, that is still holding you back and holding you trapped, go within. Go within and connect with your higher self. Now, I do ways of helping my clients to connect with their higher selves, but a good way is always meditation. It's always a good way. You know, people that work with me, they get all sorts of tips, but it's just a general thing that yes, meditation is a good way, because it's just that being still, being quiet enough within yourself to hear your thoughts, because your thoughts are your higher self trying to come through. But if you've got a million of them going round in any one time, then you can't hear the important ones. It's just like noise in there. So the High Priestess is here to say, connect. Connect to see what you cannot see right now. Connect to hear what you cannot hear right now. You know, it's a beautiful energy of quiet reflection. And this is coming towards the end of the month. And what better time to do that quiet reflection than when you're getting towards the end of the year and to think, okay, what do I need to know for the year ahead? What do I need coming in? And I love that then the last card is Justice. Regaining that balance. So you may have had this turbulent time. You may have had this rough stuff going on, but Justice is here. The sword of truth is in one hand. She has the scales of justice in the other. You know, I don't know how easy you can see that, because I can't see it very easily because of the colouring. But you can see the scales there, I hope. They're there. That's the scales. And there's the sword of truth. And there's Justice, with the moon behind her, connecting with the moon energy from the High Priestess. And also the moon in the star. Look. It's all connected, all connected. So the healing is important. The going within is important. The truth is important. Regaining that balance will come through all of these things, and regaining the balance in your favor as well. So this, you know, if some conflict has been going on, just know that it is going to settle in a just and fair way. Now, take from that what you will, because, you know, it just depends on what you have gone through as to whether, you know, it's something that's as big as a legal issue or whether it's something that's just a family scuffle or whatever. But just know that that balance is coming, and that sense of justice, that sense of what is the right thing to happen will happen. And I love that, because, you know, that sort of truth, it's really important. It's really important to be honest with yourself about what you want and where you're going, and to get that balance and that sense of equilibrium in your life. Oh, that was a beautiful, beautiful reading. I'm going to take a couple of oracle cards for you. Not too many, because the time is getting on already, because I got a little bit carried away at the beginning there. Sorry about that. So let's take, oh, wait a minute. Let's take a healing with the angels, because I can see that healing energy very present here for you. So let's take a healing with the angels. Thank you. Okay. And we get the dreams card. So often we get information coming through to us in our dreams, and, you know, we can't always remember it because, you know, let's face it, when you wake up, you very often forget your dreams. It's why it's always good to have a journal next to the bed, so you can just write them down as soon as you wake up if you have had a dream. If you go back to sleep after having a dream, you will forget it. That's just the way it is. But you can also activate that in the state of meditation, as I was saying, because it is a state akin to sleep. So it's a state where you are still, where you are quiet, where you are open to receiving. And it's also, you know, allow those dreams to come through. Allow yourself to dream. Dare to dream. Like that. So let's take a look at the wisdom of the hidden realms. Forgot again. Taurus, what do they need to know, please? That one, eh? We have the Well Watcher, wisdom and power of the divine. Yeah. Exactly. This is a time for trusting the divine, trusting the cosmos, trusting your guardian angels, your higher self, your source energy, trusting that they are helping to give you that wisdom to move through to the end of the year with balance, with calm, with healing, and with that reignited fire. Beautiful, beautiful energy. Okay, let's take a, okay. That came out quite quick. Why did I put it back? That came out quite quickly. So we have environmental awareness. This comes out when we need to think about how we treat the planet that we're on, you know. It can be very good for us to give back to the planet, as well as, you know, the planet itself obviously benefiting. So, you know, if you're taking a walk and you see some litter, pick it up. If you want to go and plant trees, go and plant trees. If you want to help to clear a conservation area, go and clear a conservation area. If, you know, whatever it is, just have some awareness of the environment around you. You know, Mother Earth is here to support you, to help you, to she gives you life. She helps to sustain us all. So when we get the environmental awareness, it's be aware of your environment that's immediately around you and sometimes on a global level, because you often find that when you connect with the earth, then you connect with your higher self a lot more. And there's a lot of this going on. There's a lot of healing energy here. And the healing comes from the earth. So let's take a look. That one flew out. I don't know if you saw that on the camera. It kind of went, wee. Okay. And we have the healing heart. You are a powerful healer. Keep up the great work. Beautiful. Beautiful energy. And on that note, I will end. So, Taurus, what a lovely way to end the year, to gain balance, to reignite that fire and your passion within, to let go, to go with the flow, and to really enjoy life. And if you want to dig deeper into this, you can always contact me for a private reading. If you want to work with me on a deeper level, you can do that too. Just contact me via my website. The link is in the description box below. But until next time, happy holidays to you all. Please do remember to like, share and subscribe to my channel, and I will see you next time. Namaste.